They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run. Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Manning going to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Manning now to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gonzalez. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And now the ball comes out. Manning lost it. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Devontae Freeman taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. To the line now is Eli, as his guys will go for 2. Here's Manning to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Anderson now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And now running right through it. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too...
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Now Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Over the middle, that's taken in by Gronkowski. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Now Wilson. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
To throw is Wilson. That's going to be caught. A very solid gain of 27.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it.
Let's go, let's go. Bang out, bam. Got it.
Wilson will throw again. And it's caught. Touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins from 3 yards out. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Oh, a nice spin. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. And remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is put a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And blocked down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking...
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
Back to throw. Throwing the slant pattern here complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Well, that's a good first step, but several steps still to go.
They still have time for the possible game-winning field goal. Time for them to be quick and hurry at the same time.
Wilson now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep, and the defense loses him. It's complete. DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. And touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins in the final minute. And his guys have taken the lead here in the 4th. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. This is taken about 7 yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Counting down to 30 seconds remaining.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. He'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Jerry Rice, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Desmond Trufant. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah,
then
that's
with
right.
the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On the ground, it's Lynch. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play.